Alright, folks, and we're back. So, today's objective, I only got 2 hours to work on this car today. So, first step is going to be taking off this air cleaner and identifying the carburetor. I'm sorry guys, I can't tell what a carburetor is, just based off the smell. I'm not there yet. So we're going to pull the carburetor off so I can bring it inside, take a look at it. Hopefully I can identify it and buy a rebuild kit, because carburetors ain't cheap for a guy like me. Alright, so we're gonna do that, and then I'm gonna show you guys something. We have some parts here. We have some brake hoses for, I think, the front, but I feel like I already replaced them, so these might be for a different car. We have a brake master cylinder, so hopefully it's the right one. It comes with a brake bleeding kit or a bench bleeding kit, whatever you want to call it. And then we have 2 wheel cylinders. So we're gonna see if we can get to these today. Like I said, I don't have a lot of time. So let's go ahead and start getting into that carburetor. I already expect half these lines to snap. I gotta. Hey, this line is relatively new. I didn't replace it. Okay, that line just completely cracked. And let's pull this out. Can't even, ow, jeez. Alright, what are we looking at? I mean, oh. Yeah, there's like a weak spray of fuel there, so accelerator pump is no bueno. Plus, I think all the stuff is stuck or gummed up or something. What is this sensor here? I want this throttle cable out of here. Okay, that one has a washer on it, and that, let me not lose that. Probably will. Alright, it was looking pretty difficult here, but there's 4 bolts on the bottom, and I don't have an open end 10, so I'm using this this pair of pliers here. And luckily they weren't too tight. Probably all the varnished fuel is keeping them loose. So that's one. That's my lose later area, because I'm gonna lose them later. Alright, this side I was actually able to get out with an actual pair of needle nose pliers. Just barely. Through much effort, I got the carburetor out. I had to take out this vacuum diaphragm. I had to do a bunch of other million vacuum diaphragms. I had to do this vacuum diaphragm, and I finally get it out. Took me way too long. What time is it? Yeah, it took me an hour. Yep, looks like I got a 2-barrel. Oh, it's leaking gas all over me. It is. Oh wait, this is a plate. Hold on, what's underneath this plate here? Plate for a plate, okay. And another gasket. What am I looking at here? What is this? What is that? Is that a way for the air and the fuel to go in? It is pretty varnished. I can take that whole plate out, but I don't got a gasket for it. I don't know what it's called. So I'm gonna leave it. Nothing like some seafoam can't fix, you know what I'm saying? So, got a 2-barrel. So now I know what the base of the gasket looks like, so I know what to look out for. This looks like, oh man, so I have what, 1 gasket, 2, a spacer, and another gasket. Doesn't look like it was. This is practically glued on there. Yeah, this is in rough shape. So I'm making mental note. I'm actually going to take a picture of it so I know what I'm looking for when I order the set. I'm going to assume that this is the original carburetor. So this is vacuum. Where's the fuel come into it? Oh, it comes through this hose here. Pretty open. Fuel's going in there and whatnot, doing its carburetor things. So I'm not seeing anything that's like Nissan, Datsun, Hitachi, anything that's on here really. But it looks, I would say this is original. Unless I can just get like a 2-barrel carburetor. Figure out how to set that up, you know? So I'm gonna leave this stuff out here for now. I got a couple rags I'm gonna stuff in there. And then I can get some brake cleaner and run these lines throughout there when I get the rebuild kit. Alright, so I'm going to research what this guy is. And then tomorrow I'm going to have more time, and then we're going to attack the brakes. Master cylinder, wheel cylinders, brake hoses if they're the right ones. And it should be fun. Alright, we're back. I have a lot more time today. So we are going to take out this master cylinder here that looks like it's been leaking a lot, quite a lot. Hopefully the brake booster's okay. So it looks like we only have two 10mm bolts up top and on bottom, and then two brake lines on the bottom as well. So let's get started. Okay, so they're actually a 12. That one. I'm using my brake line tool because I don't have an open M12 because I'm lame. Yep, that one came loose, no problem. Okay, that one just went. Oh goodness. Yeah, that wasn't leaking at all. Yeah. Let me take this cap off because it has a sensor in it. That's my level sensor. I don't know if there's a diaphragm left in there. I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to do this. Or I might call my girlfriend and tell her to press the pedal and see what happens. I'm gonna do that. Go ahead. Alright, let it go. Press it again. Alright, let it go. Okay, one more time. Alright, you're good. I mean, oh my goodness. What is all this? Is that all just like built up material? I think I see the seal for the brake booster, so I probably need a booster. Oh my goodness. Look at all of that material in there. Alright, I'm gonna pull this booster out and see what's going on. There we go. 5136. I wonder, has this been replaced before? US brake ink. US brake ink. So I wonder if I can source another one from there. Probably not. I mean, the seal doesn't look that bad, but it does. 4 bolts in the rear. Sorry about the lawn mowing. And then almost like a triangle pattern. Yeah, cause I don't feel like I shouldn't be able to move this rod up and down like that. But I'm gonna put my mouth on here and see if vacuum holds in it. Yeah, it's coming right out that booster. Yeah, leaking right out that seal. Doubtful I can get that seal out and just replace it. Yeah, I can see that the seal is worn. I wonder if I can run a zip tie around it. I don't know, but I'm gonna take a picture of this. US brake ink, 5136. So I was just messing around with this off camera, and I accidentally popped this whole seal out in the piston and the push rod. Hard to see, but there's just, yeah, fluid has definitely been in there. So it's gonna need more than just a seal. Unless I can rebuild this. I can't rebuild this. What am I talking about? That kind of sucks. I was hoping to put a master cylinder on this and call it good, but it's not gonna be like that. You know, this is a major vacuum leak. It's not, the car's not gonna run right. I'm obviously not gonna brake right. I was experiencing that before. You press on the brake and the car wants to stall. Tomorrow I can do the rear drum brakes because I'll just come in straight and do those, so I don't mess around doing other things. I took note of these gaskets. It looks, this is from a gasket kit. I know that much because I've been researching, and it has a bunch of these gaskets. So it's probably been rebuilt at some point before, probably a super long time ago. So it probably just needs to be rebuilt again. I'll go ahead and order the Carb rebuild kit so we can go ahead and do that. And maybe it'll come out a little bit better this time. And hopefully I remember how everything goes. All my nuts and bolts I'm gonna lose later. And 3, 2, 1, it's gonna be tomorrow. All right, folks, it's about a week later. I did some rearranging of my shop. I'm gonna prep the booster first so everything can dry and whatnot. And then once I prep it and paint it, we're gonna go ahead and rebuild the carburetor. All right, here's the booster. Cleaned it up as much as I can. Here's that piston that I cleaned up. Hopefully I can put some of that tacky stuff in there so it'll stay in there. Here's the seal that I cleaned up pretty nicely. And this plate. So this plate's gonna get the gray. Of course, this booster's gonna get the black. And I don't know when's the last time this cam was used. So we're just gonna kinda go for it. Oh. And it jammed. It jammed already. Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's see. Maybe I'm gonna have a silver booster. Okay, that's a lot better. Go ahead and hit the plate too. Oh wow. That is incredible. Look at that. All right, so here's our carburetor rebuild kit right here. I'm gonna take 1,000,000 pictures so I know how everything is supposed to go. Okay, I guess let me start by taking this linkage off, the linkages off. Let me take the spring off here. Alright, that's off. Keep that aside. I'm trying to separate the top from the bottom. Okay, there's a washer. Goes in between there and there. Okay. Okay, got that out. That's on there. Hold on. Don't want to play nice, neither will I. Okay. Okay. This can... Does this pop out now? No. Okay, that's fine. This. I want to move there, just so I can have these leakages separated, so I don't have to. All right, let's work on taking the top. Does this pop out? It is. Okay, so this kit comes with a new boot, so I'm gonna pull this boot off. Maybe I can't. Am I gonna pull it out? No, I don't think so. Let's open the top. Okay. I'd like this guy to come out. Oh, what is this guy? Oh, is this the accelerator? No, no, it is not. Is it? No. Okay. Okay. Yep, that has gas on it, but it's free. Oh, okay. Popped it open. So there's a spring here. Oh, this is our accelerator here. That's our accelerator pump. This is our float. Looks pretty good, right? Right, fellas? So this tube goes all the way through there. What is this spring? What does this spring do? That's kind of sticky. What is that supposed to do? Okay, gasket. This gasket needs to come off. It's pretty clean in here, actually. Maybe I spoke too soon. This gasket. Okay. Let's see. Do we have that gasket in here? Let me just open it. Yes, we have this gasket. Okay. Making sure. Now what? Accelerator pump. Whoa. Okay. I don't think I have that spring though. No, I don't have that spring. Right? A bunch of washers and whatnot. I do not have the spring. Okay, fellas, let's not lose this spring. There's a little ball in there. Accelerator pump. Okay, cool. Spring. Please, don't lose that spring. Yeah, some varnish, but this is the bowl. I wish I should probably clean this bowl, this glass, so I can see what's going on. What is this right there? It's got a little Schrader valve in there. Is that that? That is that. So I'm assuming that I should probably use a cleaner screwdriver. I'm not going to. Does this move up and down? It does. I'm looking at this little guy here. It does. So I think I have that, so I'm gonna push down and twist it off. Okay. So far, so decent. So the one thing I don't want to do right now is turn this thing upside down and have a bunch of stuff fall out that I don't know what it is. Can this guy get out of here though? There's like a washer and a thing. Yep, I just catapulted that over here. I think the kit comes with new ones. It should. Yeah, there's some varnish in there. I don't know what those are though. I don't see those in this kit. I can't get a Phillips head small enough to get in there, but it is pretty varnished. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash this thing with brake cleaner. Let me go away from my painted stuff. Washing. Yes, I'm washing, but I'm also watching all the varnish. Wow, fellas, all right, don't be like me. Don't put on freaking bug spray and then spray yourself with brake clean, because you're gonna get one crazy chemical reaction. Ow. That's kind of burning. That's kind of burning a lot, actually. Let me wash myself, because that burns. Ooh. Nice cold water. Oh. Okay, that feels a lot better. You can see my arms starting to get red. Yeah, that didn't really feel good. So, lesson learned. Don't be like me. Alright. Still burning, but I'll push through. Wow, that does not feel nice. Ow, that does not feel good at all. That should be okay. Wow, that's really bad actually. Alright, we'll push through it. So that's this bottom piece cleaned up. Let's do this top piece now. So this is upside down. Take this old fuel line off. I can take this boot off because I have a new one. Yeah, that seems kind of stuck. Yeah, so that was stuck. That could have been a problem. Oh, it feels like my whole hand is going numb. I don't like that, but okay. Let me just do it like this. This is getting stuck. So I need to pull this out, clean it. Before I forget, I'm gonna put this back in. See, I can clean this up. I'm not gonna paint it, but just clean this up a bit. So it's not even that bad. I mean, it kind of is. So I'm actually gonna tack up this end here so that it hopefully stays there, stays in where it's supposed to be, and doesn't come out and pop out and stuff like that. And then I'm gonna do this lip here set that in. So let's go ahead and do that. So first, this may or may not work. Probably won't, but hey, won't know until you try. Stuff is pretty goopy. Put that around the edge liberally because I quite desperately need this stuff to seal. It is pretty tacky, I'll give them that. So I'm gonna set that in there like that, and I'm gonna put this over here like that, and then make sure it's nice and on there. Alright, that's this lower piece on. This is going to have to be a bunch of back and forth looking at the GoPro footage and then coming back here and assembling it. But that's kind of how it goes. So I know that there's 2 washers here and 2 of those bolts here that go, and that's it. So let me put those in. Alright. So I ran into a problem with this carburetor where this pin is bent. It is bent. It's still bent, but I was straightening it out the best I can to the point where, you see, it's still kind of bent. I lubed it up and everything, where it's getting stuck on the sides. And I don't know how much pressure, you know, is gonna need, but like it gets stuck. Alright, so I fought for at least an hour and a half just to get this to line up perfectly. So I don't know if it's gonna work or not. We just might have to order a new carburetor just because of this rod here. It's bent. I can't get it perfect, but it might be good enough to run. So let's put our float back. And sorry I didn't really record the whole thing. It's just that it's a lot of going back to the GoPro to see what I'm supposed to do and how things are supposed to go. So that's tight. That's the float there. This guy came out, but I don't know how, but because this guy's supposed to go into here. Okay, so this is carburetor reassembled. It works, trust me, I just need to figure out, there we go. So that's working. You see it's pressing down the accelerator pump. Sounds like it'll be working. So now we need to figure out this situation in here. Oh, with this plate and whatnot. Try to do something like this, you know. Yeah, I'm not popping up the freaking, or I don't know what I'm saying. Don't worry about me is what the bottom line I'm trying to say. Looks like there was a gasket, this gasket here. So let's go ahead and pull that out of the kit. Yeah, this looks like it. It was one of those. Then this plate. Let me clean up this plate real quick. So there's a bigger circle and a smaller circle. So bigger and smaller. So it had to be like this because it needs facial language. And this fuel system was on the top, so it goes like this. So it goes like that. Alright, GoPro battery died and the GoPro overheated as well. But I got the carburetor in. I got it all hooked up and whatnot. I rerouted a bunch of vacuum lines that I didn't know if were right. Look, I still have vacuum lines here. So I'm gonna have a lot of vacuum leaks. Just not really nothing I can do about it. I don't have enough plugs. I don't have any plugs actually to you know, stop these from leaking. I completely got rid of one vacuum thing. I don't even know where I put it, but it just didn't really need to be there. It was electronic and it wasn't hooked up either way. So I still have this and this creating a leak somewhere here. Yeah, that's through the intake. I really want to plug those up though. Well, I'll have to get some rubber caps from somewhere and just plug these up for now. But let me tilt those out of there for now. I'm gonna keep this open. So let's go ahead and put the booster in. Go like this. Wires out the way, this cable's out the way, brake lines out the way. Should just go in. It should just go in. Pinching these wires. Okay. So that's there. Let me button it up on the other side. So the thing about the new master cylinder is that it does not come with the reservoirs. So we're going to reuse these. Let's undo these completely. So hopefully these don't crack. Nope, they just slide right off. Okay, cool. Getting brake fluid everywhere, that's fine. Okay, old master cylinder. Let's go ahead and wipe these guys up. Clean them out the best we can. Alright, I did the best I can with the screens, but that's why the screens are there. Let's go ahead and get the new master cylinder. Over here, why is there a pigeon over here? Okay. Go like that. Like that. Now I need to tighten these up. Okay. There should be some green bleeders. Yeah. Yes. Yes, this comes with a bleed kit. Very nice, thank you. So these are mounted on the bottom like this. I'm gonna screw these in. Alright, so I had to cut some holes that I did have. I'm going to take these filters out because they're going to stop. I'm trying to do what I'm doing. So I'm going to do this. This. That way they'll stay there. And then I got to fill this up with brake fluid. So now we're gonna wait until this starts to drip out from it by itself, just like that. Typically, you'd want to do this on a flat surface. So we're gonna use this as our flat surface. You gotta keep going until the air stops coming out, and it's important you keep the hoses down so it's not bringing air up as well. Alright folks, got the booster in, got the master cylinder in, all hooked up, lines attached, carburetors in. I'm got the call today. I gotta take my family out to eat. So tomorrow we're gonna bleed the brakes, front and rear. Maybe do rear drums. I don't know if I have time for rear drums just yet. probably the wheel cinders if I can get to it without having to take out the hardware. So we're gonna try and do some brakes tomorrow. But for now, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.